Hi everyone, we're back with another popular FAQ, and this time it's not so much of a question, it's more of a, let's say, popular misconception about graphology, right? So people often actually say to us that I have different handwritings or that I have multiple handwritings, or the most favorite one I would say is that my writing keeps changing. And this is actually quite common, and we're going to look at that a little more in detail today, right? Well, think of the time when you first learned how to write as a kid in kindergarten, maybe, and then think of how you write today. Now, it would be quite absurd to imagine that your writing looked the same as, let's say, a 5 or 6 year old versus how you write today as a 30-year-old or a 40, 50, 60-year-old, right? So it's quite natural for handwriting to also undergo changes because obviously we are also growing and evolving and our personality is developing. And neuroscience research, in fact, is also suggesting that the personality grows way into the 20s because there's a lot of development happening up until the age of 25. So it's the same with writing. You will notice that your writing also takes shape and solidifies and gets its own sort of unique features by the age of 25. So it's just like having your own unique set of features on the face or having a particular body structure, and over a period of time it will have some or the other change because just think of a day you've had a lot of work to be done and you're totally fatigued and exhausted, and then you come home and look in the mirror, you obviously look burned out, as opposed to a day when you maybe came back from a spa treatment and then looked at yourself in the mirror and you're looking radiant and glowing and fresh. It's the same with handwriting, right? If you're having a nice chilled out day, then your writing is also going to look pretty chilled out as opposed to a very, very busy and hectic day. So, a few changes in your physical environment or even simply in your mood and your psychological state of being is going to affect the handwriting. It's completely natural and organic. Now, to say that I have completely different handwritings is a bit much. There are very, very rare occurrences when that is actually the scenario, and we'll not go into the details of that. But let's just say that 90% of human population does not have completely different handwritings, right? What the kind of changes that we are seeing in handwriting for us are just what everybody goes through in their normal phase of life. It's kind of like an actor who puts on a different disguise and costume and get up to play a different role. Even if they're in a different getup, you can still recognize that it's the same actor. So the changes in our writing are pretty much the same. It's kind of recognizable. You can put on weight, lose weight, but your body structure remains the same. So is your core handwriting. A few changes here and there isn't going to change your core handwriting, right? So I would really, really recommend that, we generally be mindful about not getting into self-diagnosis because that can be quite confusing, misleading, and dangerous actually. So different handwritings altogether are a whole other phenomenon, and they are very, very rare occurrences, and we will deal with that in a separate video. But I hope this one has clearly addressed the misconception about different handwritings, or that my writing keeps changing. There's nothing to worry about. It's completely natural and organic, and I would say it's also welcome. We all need to go through that process. So you know, don't worry at all the next time you see a change in your writing. Just consider it to be a mirror of some kind for yourself. It's just giving you a signal and a feedback mechanism, right? So, this has been fun, and I think until next time, we hope you keep sending us more questions because it's great, great fun to read them and then also answer them later on. So, we'll see you guys soon. Until then, take care and bye.